So here we are. Instagram yet again changes their algorithm. But so did YouTube, so did Facebook, so did SoundCloud, so did LinkedIn, so did Twitter, so did Pinterest, so did... What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, sellmusic.com, here to help you go further, faster in your music career by sharing proven marketing techniques and strategies to help transform that passion for making music and turn it into a legitimate business, providing you with freedom and fulfillment, two of the most important things in life in general. Now, I'm going to be kind of the hero of this video, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to come into your room, make sure there's no monsters under your bed. I'm going to turn the light on, make sure there's no boogeyman in the closet. Now, what boogeyman or monster am I talking about? I'm talking about the algorithm. This poisonous, vicious, ferocious monster that's holding you back from having a music career. Slowing you down. Your fans aren't seeing your stuff anymore because of the algorithm. It's ridiculous. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. If the algorithm is having, and it doesn't matter what platform. I'm kind of sick of talking about Instagram, to be quite honest with you. It doesn't matter if it's YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest or LinkedIn. They all have algorithms. It's AI learning. It's how things work. It's how you get attention. It's how you get engagement. It's how you deliver your message. The algorithm is not some monster. The algorithm has to keep you on your toes. Because guess what? As a marketer, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a creative, whatever we're using to get the traffic, whatever we're using to get that attention eventually becomes oversaturated, right? So imagine back in the day when somebody discovered that you can post multiple hashtags to your posts. Imagine how much engagement they were getting. Imagine how many people were finding them. They probably skyrocketed up, got verified, had 1 million followers real quick. Ultimately, stops working when a lot of people, are doing it. And this is what we have to keep in mind when we're fearing and dreading the algorithm, especially those of you who check your stats every fucking day. And they're like, oh, on Tuesday, I didn't have as many likes or comments as I usually do. That's a fucking slow Tuesday. Get used to it. I'm not trying to sit here and say that what you're doing is kind of wrong, but I'm saying that by getting complacent, you're going to slow yourself down. I know some people in comments in the past have said like, oh, it's all pay for play. No, it's because your content is repetitive, because your content, your messaging is like the same shit for 4 years in a row. You're not really entertaining. All your captions, all your context to your posts are very self-serving. You're not really starting any conversations or spending any time in the DMs or the comments. Like, if we really want to call it how it is, the algorithm is there to keep us in check. Now, when it comes to YouTube, does the algorithm change every once in a while? Absolutely. Does the algorithm change on Instagram? You know it. But when it comes to the evolution, us evolving as a creator, our content, our messaging, the way we're connecting with people has to evolve as well. So when they take a couple steps to kind of move the platform in a different direction or change a few things as far as how we can reach out, maybe daily limits or hourly limits to how we're going about our promotion, we just have to understand that, okay, that's a change. If you went to high school and your sophomore year, so 10th grade, was one way. You can't expect your senior year to be the exact same. The same curriculum in the classes, the same interactions you have with teachers, the same type of testing. Like every year, you're evolving. If year over end, you're not doing anything different. If you haven't evolved as a creator, if you haven't evolved as a business owner, as a marketer, what are you really doing? So my purpose for this video is to understand what you're looking at when you're creating on social media. Understand that you're looking at the analytics weekly, not daily, because that'll just drive you crazy and put you in a depressive state. But it's looking at what you're doing week over week and not like, oh, this is just going to work forever. Even what I teach within my programs is a variety of different proven strategies so that when one becomes kind of second nature, you start testing other things. You start bringing in different aspects and different phrasing. You go out and actually ask your audience what they want. That's kind of a little cheat code here. If you want to grow on social media, you need to keep yourself accountable. You need to audit yourself and ask for feedback every once in a while, because those of your followers and your fans that actually care about what you're doing, they're going to give you honest feedback. They're going to say, you know what, I really like what you've been doing, but I'm getting kind of sick of the motivational posts. Or, I kind of, quite honestly, stopped watching a lot of your videos or stopped looking at your feed because you were posting a lot of the same thing. and it kind of got repetitive, and maybe they'll even be honest with you and say, hey, I put you on mute. That's a good friend. Somebody that says, hey, I put you on mute because you were annoying me or you were just bombarding me with spam. Like that's the type of feedback that we need. So if you haven't yet, I need you to reach out to your real fans, the people that have engaged with you in the past on posts, that have emailed you or DM'd you. Better representation there. People who have commented, just like underneath this video. Let me know what you guys want me to do. Let me know what kind of subjects and topics you guys want me to cover, who you'd like to see me collaborate with. This is how we grow. Imagine doing 2 videos a week on YouTube for the longest time, slowing down once in a while. I mean, there's days where you're just like, what does my audience want? I've already done a video on that. Danny or Ricky will say, hey, we should do a video on this. Well, I already did one 6 months ago. But that's also something that you have to keep in mind is new followers as they come in that you're going to convert to fans. They might not be familiar with your old content. So find what's popular, rehash it, repurpose it, kind of come at it with a new angle, re-edit those photos. And I've talked about this in other videos. I don't want to make another video where I just tell you what you're doing wrong. I want to really help you get in the right direction and show you what to do right. Every few weeks, you need to go through all of your followers, one by one, 10 at a time, 20 at a time, and just engage with them to reconnect those connections. Because a lot of times when somebody scrolls through, especially on Instagram, they're going to go through your stuff and eventually they're not going to like it. Eventually they might stop commenting. And eventually the algorithm does tell Instagram like, oh, this person A is not really engaging or interested in person B's content. Let's cycle it out. We're not going to show it to them as often. That's why engagement in that first hour means so much. That's why actually reconnecting, even going through comments and hitting the hearts, going through the YouTube comments and hitting the hearts and the thumbs up and going through when you have time and leaving comments is so important. One platform is not going to magically make you successful. Not by any stretch of the imagination. That one platform can feed into a real fan base that can then grow out your ecosystem and get you moving in the right direction. But you have to be hungry for change. So many of us, myself included in the past, and even sometimes now, I hate change. I like my routine. I like waking up when I wake up. I like waking up and taking my dog out to go to the bathroom and feeding her and making a cup of coffee and coming up and going through email. Like, I have a very set kind of routine that I have in the morning. And if you want me to do a morning routine, I know there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do an Adam Ivy morning routine or, you know, a day in the life type of video. I'd actually have a lot of fun doing that. But the algorithm is your friend, because the faster you can understand the changes that the algorithm is kind of forcing us into, the faster you can adapt, make those changes, and grow when everybody else is sitting around scratching their head saying like, why doesn't this work anymore? You guys are better than that. You guys are better than making excuses of why you're not growing. You guys are better than looking at one day's strategy and saying that this is going to be it for the rest of my life. What's working today needs to evolve even if it continues to work, because you're going to evolve as a music creator. You're going to evolve as a one-person band that is able to put out the media, put out the content, put out the hard work, determination in your voice that's going to garner attention, because that's what we're doing. Whether I'm here sitting at the table doing emails, whether I'm setting up lights for a video, the faster and more efficient I become, the faster I can grow, the faster I can understand patterns, the faster I can understand, oh, like a couple weeks in a row now, my reach has been a little bit lower, or my videos haven't been reached. Like, what is the issue? Because if you can't be self-aware enough to say like, I might just be half-assing things. I might just be really complacent right now. I might just be stuck in a rut, because I know as a creative, as a music producer, I can get stuck in a rut like any of you guys can. It's important to look at what's working. It's important to look at what other people are doing in the space that are really kind of changing things and disrupting the norms, and say like, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I might try to start implementing that. It doesn't matter if it's me, it doesn't matter if it's one of these huge artists that you really look up to, an actor, somebody else in the marketing space. Like, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to new feature sets. Pay attention to what's going on within the platforms. Because at one point, IGTV was brand new. At one point, leaving hashtags in the comments was brand new. Like, because people are finding out the strategies. What worked back in the MySpace days doesn't necessarily work today. What's going to work today isn't necessarily what's going to work in 5 years. Not the specific way that you're doing it today. I want you guys to watch this video if you haven't yet, because these are the most up-to-date strategies that you're gonna find on growing your Instagram. Then smash that little subscribe button if you haven't yet. Join the channel family here. I love your support and really do appreciate it. Smash that bell to be notified first anytime I upload a video just like this. Come connect with me over on Instagram. We'll find out some more about that algorithm together. I'll see you in the next video.